Fade back in on Harborvale, a coastal town striving to rebuild. Its residents tread warily on the unsteady ground that has eroded beneath their feet. Despite the community's tenuous air of relief and recovery, there are still so many secrets to unveil.
Secrets of an ancestral curse and the struggle to contain it.
Secrets of vengeance, biding their time.
Secrets of alluring control, washed onto the shore.
Secrets of the beast within and the desire to release it.
And as we tear back the veil of these silent secrets, we shall uncover the truth of what it requires to live beside the bay. Hello, and welcome to These Silent Secrets. My name is Zach. I'll be your MC. Where last we left off, the soup group were at the witching hour party. Grim had just made everyone sort of go into weird panic, fear mode. Isla went looking for Grim, ran into Julian in Grim's bedroom. Julian tried to shove Isla into the little crack in space. The two of them both went in. The rest of the gang, looking for Isla, ended up going in as well. And now they're all in some sort of strange, otherworldly nightmare land. Before we dive into the episode, however, there's just a few things we gotta get through. Obviously, a big thank you to Ghostlight Media for having us here. We love being here, and you make that possible. To Nicole Tuttle-Robb for the immense amount of work she does for us at this show. I would not be able to do this without her. I'm always very, very thankful, very grateful, and very much in love. Hi, sweetie. And then to my cast, you're all so weird, and I love you for it. Thank you for being a part of this, coming on this road. It's been like well over 2.5 years now. It makes me a very, very happy camper. But with all of that out of the way, all that is left is the episode. So let's dive into this episode of These Silent Secrets Beside the Bay. The rest of you.
Oh.
Kanan, things come to you in flashes. The Dark Knight. Not the movie.
I was gonna say, I was like,
in evening.
I wanted to say great movie, but I don't want to ruin this moment.
I knew one of you were gonna say it. Either you or Freddie were gonna say it. So, A Dark Evening. Great movie. Cold air. Loose, packed dirt. As your paws strike it. Faster and faster. As you hunt. The sensation of your claws rending flesh. The taste of blood. Of decay. You sit in a den of your own making, strewn with the rotting remains of your family and your friends, all felled by your own hands, all hunted down and torn apart. And again, much like I described with Isla, this process repeats as again and again you live through the process of tearing everyone you have ever loved apart as this most feral form of yourself kills and kills and kills and kills. Roll dark for me.
Oh boy. Okay. 6 fail.
Mark that experience. And as I move on, just continue to think this as it cycles again.
Perfect.
And again and
what
again.
a pleasant scene.
Jason.
Yes.
You're walking towards the woods. Slowly. Very slowly, because you're dragging something behind you. Its weight not only on your body, immense, from the strength it takes to pull, but also its weight upon your heart, upon your soul, as you know who you just killed. As you killed Shannon, as you killed Avery, as you killed Kanan, Isla, your mom, the rest of the Talbots. Every target you've ever had, the doubt creeps in. Was this right? Was I lied to? Should I have done this? Am I the monster? And you find yourself back behind the grocery store, as you grab the collar of Shannon's shirt and begin the trek again and again and again. Roll dark for me.
Gonna swap that with volatile. 8.
8, partial success. Very good. You similarly, as you begin to walk towards the forest, you watch as sort of farther in the background the trees begin to thin, almost like a fog is coming towards it. But instead, it's like the forest itself is just beginning to dissipate. As you find yourself walking into a very similar hallway to what I described, Isla, and there she stands, the two of you, in this infinite hallway together.
Isla? Is that real, you?
You're not real, you're not real, you're not real, you're not real.
No, this one is. I'm real. I'm gonna take a couple steps forward.
Are you sick? Are you hurt? Are you bleeding out? Are you...
How do I look?
You, I think at most you look like someone who's just seen a horrible thing.
Okay, but I'm not like from my vision, like blood splattered or anything.
No, yeah,
okay.
No, you look just like you did when you stepped through that.
Okay.
Through that thing, just like you've been through something along the way.
Cool. I'm not sick. We just walked in from the same party that you were just at too. Do you remember the party?
Mm-hmm.
All right. We found a hole in the bedroom. We knew we couldn't find you anywhere else in the party. We popped through the hole to see if we could find where you were, and it looks like you're here.
Julian?
I haven't seen him. Is he here?
I think I'll start opening like a locker.
Yeah.
Like
you
after one after the other.
It doesn't have a back to it. It just keeps going on and on and on and on.
Every single one that I open?
Every one you open is just this backless, like, fades into black.
I think she'll scream for Julian.
Noted. And we'll go from there to Avery.
Sure. Yeah. Okay.
Avery, you lay there in the black, suspended, floating. And it's strange because you're conscious, but without feeling, without emotion, as you're almost experiencing the nothingness that may come through death. And this just goes on and on and on. Roll dark for me.
Damn. Because I have a 3 dark.
Did you fail?
Yeah.
Mark that experience. We're racking up XP today, everyone.
Jesus.
And you continue to experience this forever and ever and ever. Kanan, you've looped this so many times. So much blood on your hands. Roll dark again for me.
Come on, dice. Do me good. 4. Failed worse.
Mark experience as this loops again and again.
I'm like headcanoning like with that I'm actually leaning into it more.
Ooh, I like that a lot. I think it's a very good choice. Avery, roll again.
Okay. No!
It's a psych out. You actually rolled
it's really time
18.
to end this season, huh?
Are you joking? I failed again. I have a +3 in dark, and I failed again.
All right. Kanan, I'll ask you one more time, and then Avery one more time. You want to pass these.
I know.
Wait, am I rolling again? What am I doing?
Yeah, roll me one more time.
Okay. Third time's the charm. 10! Success! Oh, Jesus,
Very
fuck.
good.
Ooh.
As the last loop of this, as you lay in your den, the scent becomes overwhelming as the flies gather more and more and more to the point where you cannot see any longer. And then you find yourself in a hallway with Jason, with Isla, as Isla is screaming for Julian, who is not there.
What the fuck is happening?
Jason's going to look down and see if there's an extension cord.
You two are now tied back together.
Oh, good. That kind of works. I got some visions of bad stuff,
Yeah.
and now I'm here. So whatever this place is, I assume it's meant to keep us trapped in, I don't know, bad stuff that we feel or whatever, but Avery's not back yet.
I was going to say, do we see, like, we see the extension cord tied to us two. Do we see it looping off in a third direction?
No.
Jesus fuck.
It's just like the two of you are tied together right now.
That figures.
I am going to roll to keep my cool at this moment.
Very fair.
Because, we'll see. And luckily I no longer have a negative in cold after that last level up. So hopefully, 8 partial success.
Awesome. Okay. All right. Well, I think this is important that we follow the rules of keep your cool to the T here.
Yeah.
Because there are things that we don't always do, because they're not always the most relevant. But in this moment, as you're trying to keep your cool here, you rolled an 8. So on a 7 to 9, I will tell you how your actions moving forward here could leave you vulnerable. And you can choose to back down or go through with it. You don't know how you could really back down yet. But
I think what I would try to do.
Okay.
I'm going to. Kanan is working off the assumption that this is some kind of like mental trap a la Charles Xavier or some shit. And I can just shout out and Grim can hear me. Like as if Grim is watching all of these events transpire. Like she's the orchestrator of all this, the puppeteer or whatever. And I'm just going to like try to call her out like, Grim, I don't know what you want from us, but why don't you just confront us and let's talk about this? Why are we playing these silly little games? Let's just figure this the fuck out. Stop hiding.
All right. Do you want to do anything with that? Like a attempt to roll or?
Well, this is mostly like it depends
just
on
you
how
trying to keep your cool is just yelling at someone else for now.
It's just like trying to appeal to like at some sort of common decency.
Yeah.
Maybe not decency, but like what the fuck? Why are we doing this?
Yeah, very good. Avery.
Yeah.
Roll one more time for me.
I can't stress enough that I have a +3 in dark, y'all. So everybody say
you just gotta roll a 4.
That is all I have to roll.
Why would you say that?
Okay. I'm fine. I'm not avoiding pressing this button. 8.
8.
It's not good, but it's...
You stay there, floating in the dark, for too long. You hear a voice come through. Grimm's voice. As she says, "Welcome back." And you feel as though you are shoved. And the three of you watch as Avery comes falling out, almost like she is falling sideways to you, from one of those lockers. And skids to the floor.
Are you okay?
I think Avery, like, kind of stays on the ground, like maybe is just like on like her hands and knees and is just like trying to breathe for a moment. And I don't think she answers you right away, Kanan.
I'm gonna look over and see like if Isla, are you still screaming at this moment?
No, but I do think I am now opening even more of the lockers since Avery popped out of one.
Yeah, Jason's going to come over and, like, on one of the next lockers that Isla's trying to yank over, Jason's just, like, going to put a hand on it and is like, we got Avery back out of a locker? That's fine. We don't know what else is in here at this point. So I kind of just want to look around a bit before we open anything else up.
Yeah, she stops. I think gets a little angry at you at one point, but then her face kind of crumples and just falls in line behind you.
Also, guys, real quick, hear me out. Jason, Avery, I'm going to need you to follow me for just a hot second. We're not going anywhere, but just follow my movements, okay?
Avery doesn't answer, but kind of nods very, like, coldly and distant, but nods and stands.
Okay, Jason, cool?
Sure. Isla too?
Isla, you stay put. And then I'm just going to have us three walk a couple circles around you so that you're wrapped in part of the extension cord as well. Like, there. It didn't quite work before, but we don't know what's coming next. So at least this is something. It gives me a modicum of comfort. Hopefully it works. Okay, so let's try and figure this out. I'm not going to lie to you, Avery. I couldn't look for the inconsistencies in my dream world. I was wolfed out completely and just doing heinous shit. So I wasn't quite in my right mind. I don't know what you two saw, and Isla, I don't know what you saw, but we're back here together now. We can do this. This isn't a situation where we've run off on our own or something and we're trying to save the other. We got this, okay? We're back together. Isla, I'm admittedly still a little upset with you, but we're going to table that right now. We're cool, okay? I don't want to hurt your feelings. I still want to be your friend, okay? Can we be cool?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. We're good, so let's figure this out.
Jason goes and offers a hand to Avery to help her up. And says, I feel like the inconsistency here is pretty clear. The hallway goes forever and the lockers just go to voids. So I think that this is a different thing than that. Otherwise, this would be a pretty easy puzzle to get out of.
Yeah, probably. So far, they like to draw on fears and all of that, so maybe I can fight back with that. You know, fight fear with fear, you know?
Is Grim afraid of anything?
Yeah. Yeah, she is. And I'm going to try to use Nevermore. And I'm going to use this, Zach, as like I'm attacking the dream world, nightmare world as a whole, but I think I'm going to do it as like I'll go up to some of the lockers that Isla had opened. Mm-hmm. And I'm going to get ready to just like slam them shut. And as I'm doing that, use Nevermore to like send a nightmare through the lockers.
Okie dokie. I like that.
So let's give it a shot, shall we? Okay. That is a 9.
Okay.
So on a 7 to 9, they catch a glimpse of the nightmare. And then, oh wait, I might have a Grim.
You might have a
I have a Grim string. I'm pulling it to make it a 10.
Awesome.
God.
Yeah, because a 10's going to be much better. I'm going to try and trap Grim in a nightmare.
Okay.
And if I know their current fear and use it, I could gain a string. So if everything works and I'm using this, I could get that string back. We'll see.
Okay.
So I slam the locker shut and I want to kind of, oh gosh, how do I want this? I want history books and gravestones and just like literally just a bunch of things that could have had Grimelda's name on it. Things where Grimelda could have been remembered on and remembered for. I want them to just show up in flashes and it's being erased as if her entire existence never mattered. Nobody ever cared. Nobody ever will.
Okay.
And so that's the nightmare. Stupid Grimelda.
Grimelda. Very good. Give me.
I saw you laughing at me, Marcus. I want history books.
It made me think of a scene from the Boondocks that I'll share the clip later, but it involves forcing someone to read. Real ones out there in the audience know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, so you do that. And you hear an otherworldly scream, high-pitched, and like every nerve in your body trembles. Not in fear, but just like when things resonate in a way you're not meant to hear. And with it, this hallway begins to shudder and shake. Someone with a really good dark. Give me a dark roll.
It ain't me.
I have 0.
I mean, I have a +3.
Awesome. Yeah, it's probably going to be you or Jason because Jason can do that.
I've also got +3 because
let Jason do it
because
because Avery's kind of focusing on the nightmare. So
sure.
Yeah.
9.
You know you gotta move. You need to move now. And try to find an exit. You've got one of 2 directions you can go in. Would say that there is the behind you and the in front of you. The behind you is probably the way you're going to want to go.
Can I interject slightly?
Sure.
And make a heightened senses roll?
By all means, go for it.
Okay.
And if that goes super well, I'll allow it to grant a forward to Jason's roll, making that a full success.
Nope, fail. Nope.
Mark
fail,
that.
Fail.
Damn, you have failed so much today. All right, mark that.
I'm good at sucking.
Is that 3 or 4 that you're at today?
Darn,
I think so. Yeah, I think Jason is gonna like.
I was gonna say if anyone caught that.
No, I'm sure Holden caught that.
Is that an advancement for you?
I'm 1 away.
1 away.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Jason's just gonna like grab Avery and Isla by like the elbow and be like, "Okay, we gotta move now. Let's go."
Okay.
This direction behind us, and Jason's just gonna like tug them along for a moment just to get them moving, and then
you start moving, and the lockers on the sides of the hall start falling in your direction.
Bad. Okay, come on, let's avoid that.
Everyone, roll me to run away.
Yeah, I knew it. I knew it was coming.
No.
But I'm gonna use my move, Light the Way. Whenever your friends follow your commands or your lead, they add +1 to their rolls.
Very
Hell
good.
yes.
Fuck yeah.
Very
Hell yes.
good.
Oh my gosh.
So yeah, everyone gets a +1 to this.
What's the runaway stat that we add?
That is volatile.
I have a 10.
13.
Very good. Very good. So 2 full successes. We'll call this like a group. 3 full successes.
11.
10.
Full successes
Fuck
across
yes.
the board. Hell yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, everyone just take a forward for whatever your next roll is, because that was insane. That was really fucking good. And you all begin to run, and these lockers are just like an avalanche, just following after you, and you run for what feels like forever. And you get to the point where somewhere along the way, the hallway stops going on. It just drops off into the nothing. And as you get closer and closer and closer, someone give me another dark roll. Doesn't matter who.
I'll do it with my forward. Just cash that in right now. It's an 8 with the forward.
Do you want to? Oh, it's going to be for your next roll, so it doesn't really matter. Awesome. So you are going. You get towards the edge. Like it's a moment of like running and running. And you get to the edge, and you're like, whoa. And you kind of, you get back. You're looking for a way out of here, anything. And sort of out in the nothing, you sort of move your head just enough that you see that same sort of little split in the space. It's out probably a good 15 feet.
Are we connected to it?
There's been a lot of multi-dimensional shenanigans here. So we're gonna do a 1 or 2 is no. Along the way, your line's been severed. 3, 4, 5, or 6. You still got the rope with your line tied. That is a 3. So your line still exists.
Heck yeah.
Tug.
I was gonna say I also did. We wrapped a little chain around Isla, like we just walked around her in 2 quick circles, so that she was tangled up as well.
Very good. You got Isla tied in there. Yeah. So you tug, and very slowly you're seeing your mix-matched line of decorative flags and extension cords sort of the slack begin to get pulled out. From behind you, you hear that scream again, and the far end of the hallway, you see Grim walking towards you very menacingly. The shadows sort of wreathing her as she's moving. And she says, Avery, don't you want to stay? You left so quickly last time!
Yeah, unlike you, I don't like reveling in fear, Grim. There's more to life than that.
Leave the door open for me again. And she begins running towards you as fast as she can.
We should
Towards
go.
all of us?
We should go.
Yeah.
We should go right now.
Like she's the far end of the hallway. You're like at the end of it where like the hall ends and there's the thing, so she's moving towards you as quickly as she can. The line gets pulled taut. Make one last runaway roll for me. Jason, you've used your +1 forward already. The rest of you do have an additional +1 to use.
12.
We'll do this. Okay, so another full.
Mm-hmm.
If I go first, can I do Light the Way again?
Sure. You do. Hey, you took the move.
Yeah.
I was gonna say mine was a 6, but with my forward it would be a 7.
Awesome.
Got a 7 as well.
Mine was a 5. With my forward, it's a 6.
And then with the +1 from Light the Way.
Is a 7.
It's a 7.
Oh boy.
It's a 7. The two of you that partial successed. Do you? Yeah. Give me a moment. Do you run into something worse, cause a big scene, or leave something behind?
You choose first.
Oh, God.
What did everyone roll again? One more time.
12.
I was a partial.
Okay.
Partial as well.
Okay. I'm gonna cause a big scene.
Did you have a partial success?
I got a 7.
Oh, awesome. Cool. How you gonna, what does that look like? What's the big scene look like? They can either be on the exit or the re-entry.
Okay.
For what it's worth.
I think it is just like, as like Jason like tumbles out of the portal, they just like roll out of it and they just like slam directly into like the dresser or something and just like destroy like half the shit that's on top of it, and like it like has like a big like dent in it. Or there's like a cracked door or something. But it's just like I want property damage in this house.
Very good. Awesome. Kanan, you also partial successed.
Yeah.
What are you choosing?
I want you to choose.
You want me to choose?
Yeah.
Okay. You're making a bold choice.
I know, but I want to keep it feral, baby.
Beautiful. Okay. Well, I'll keep that in mind. And then Avery, you also partial success. What are you going to do?
My first thought might be the worst thing I've ever thought as a Monster Hearts character.
Okay.
I kind of want you to go with that.
I think I leave something behind. And part of me's thinking that maybe that's Avery a little bit that got left behind, and instead I'm in Darkest Self as mostly the Raven when I come out.
I'll accept that if that's how you want to rock this.
Feels pretty feral to me.
Okay, dude.
It felt right.
Man,
All
I
right.
almost just out of virtue, since it was three of us, want to just pick the third option.
What is the third option again? Leave something behind, cause a scene. Oh, run into something worse.
Yeah.
I think.
Yeah, let's do it. Let's do it. Let's run the gamut. Run into something
Julian.
worse. Fuck.
Oh no.
And then Isla, you were the only full success,
Yeah.
right? Awesome.
I was like, I'm a competent motherfucker.
So Jason,
She Yoshi jumped off one of us.
Buddy?
You know in Super Mario World when you make a big jump and you're riding Yoshi, but you're going to fail the jump, so you jump off the Yoshi?
I know exactly what you meant.
And Yoshi dies, but you make it?
Buddy? But yeah, as you crash through the hole, Jason, you full on plow through that door. Just off its hinges, just out into the hallway. That is your scene. Isla, you land, I think after a fairly sobering situation. You're great. You're doing great.
Isla just casually walks out. Like, wasn't even running away. He's just walking.
Avery, you can land on your feet, feeling as if a part of you was left behind there. In Darkest Self, yes.
Yes.
And then Kanan, as you land in the room, run into something worse. What does this look like?
I could cause a scene too. I stubbed my toe real bad.
Hey, you made the choice, buddy. Now you gotta live with it. I think you see sticking out of the wall, like it's like one of those things, like right when you land, you sort of, you know, like you kind of land in a crouch, and as you stand up, sticking in the wall, almost like the trajectory of which, like it came from the window, a black obsidian like knife.
Oh fuck!
Written on it says "soon."
It's pretty fucking cool, but fuck.
Oh no.
I pull that out of the wall, and I'm like, hey, I hate to do the out of the frying pan into the fire kind of thing, but and I just like present Jason specifically with the knife.
How you doing, man?
Okay. I'm just gonna take the knife, and can I just like zoom it out of existence, or does that not work for this one?
I know you've got two things zoomed. I don't know how many things you can zoom at a time.
Well, one of them isn't zoomed because
one is given to Sophie. It is unzoomed.
Yeah.
So I've allowed you to zoom too, so you could zoom a dagger, sure.
zoom. Yeah, that's gonna be a problem.
I wanna zoom, baby.
I think we can worry about this later. Not much later, but we've got to handle what's going on here first.
Isla.
Oh, sorry. I was just gonna say Avery, I think, is like facing away from the group right now, and kind of like looking at where the nightmare tear is.
Oh, hey, Avery.
Yeah.
Will you read Darkest Self for me?
Yes, because my growing up move from season 1 to season 2 was rewriting my Darkest Self. So we haven't seen this one yet.
Well, I mean, also, we normally just have people read them when we go into it. But
No,
yes,
that's true. But
also
yes.
very cool.
Hold on. It's all the way over there. Hold on. I'm going to move it over here so that I'm not.
Come on over.
The Raven is more powerful than you could ever imagine. It is capable of things beyond your wildest imagination. Stop holding it back. Steal everybody's fears. Learn everybody's guilt. Figure out their desires. Their secrets are better off in your hands where you can actually do something about it. Force people to come to terms with their secrets. Spill them if they don't. You escape Darkest Self when someone who knows your guilt, fear, or desire calls you out. Or if you spill a secret and it has irreparable consequences. So...
Man, we just got Dark Isla back, and now we got Dark Avery.
Avery is like turned away from the group and without looking at anyone just goes, "Is this what you wanted, Isla?"
What are you talking about?
This. You're working with her. You wanted us to feel those things. You want everyone to feel those things, don't you? Don't you?
I did. Yes, you're right. I did. I thought I was doing the right thing. In a little bit of your own medicine onto everyone.
Yeah, I don't accept that right now, Isla. I'm going to use Quoth.
Ooh. Ha. He.
Because this is bad.
We almost had the whole group together.
We had one little adventure in the netherworld together.
Oh, no.
No, everything's going to be fine, guys. I'm just... Jeez. Okay, so that was a 9. So they can choose whether or not to tell me. But basically, I'm going to be compelling Isla to, I think, tell me guilt. And so I think how this manifests is Avery goes, "What else did you do?" And it's compelling you to tell her about the guilt. You get to choose if you tell her or not. But you do feel compelled.
Sorry, I'm just reading your move really quick. My guilt. My guilt. Sorry to keep everyone waiting.
You're good, dude. Sometimes these things are hard to decide on, you know?
I think she had good intentions. I think the reason that she got with Grimm in the first place was the whole making the surface better. And fuck. Can I have a minute? I need to think of like a cool thing.
In the meantime, I want to retcon the knife jumping.
Okay.
And I think Jason takes the dagger and is just gonna like frisbee chuck it into the hole if it's still there.
Very good. Yeah, it's there.
Just hear from the other side. Ow!
Oh. But that's all.
Very good.
I'm not keeping that shit. Is the stew crew still just hanging out here?
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, they're
Good to
there.
know.
Yeah. Yeah. While Isla mulls it over, Holden comes up to you, Kane's like, "See, told you you'd be back. What happened?"
I'll say part of it I kind of don't want to talk about, but
Okay.
at one point we were in a hall at school, but it wasn't school. You know how like dream locations are weird from real locations?
Yeah.
And Grim was there, and she started sprinting at us, and then Avery did something where books started flying around. We obviously managed to get out of there, but I don't know, something just feels wrong.
You all live a strange life.
Yeah. Trust me, that's not by choice.
It's gotta be very weird when a group of supernatural people look at your life and go, "Wow, you guys have to deal with a lot of shit. Oh, fuck."
I promise you, I wish we didn't. But it keeps happening. And
You know, places, like this, it's like places can be like a hot box, like a, if like a one thing happens there, like it's a more, it's like a lightning does strike twice.
it's been like 52 times in the same spot, and that same spot just keeps happening to be my head. And I have a really bad fucking headache.
You're like a lightning rod.
Yeah.
That's once a week for a whole year.
Why? Aren't you bad at math?
What?
Yeah, I'm ready.
All right. Back over with Avery and I.
Yeah.
So funny.
Scratch everything she said.
right.
So when Avery asks Isla that, she, thinks about it. And then her eyes get really big. Fuck. And she unties herself and runs to go find Cooper.
Okay, yeah, you run out the door to go find Coop.
I think Jason is like in the process of trying to set the door back on its hinges.
Just as
you've cracked that door in
Yeah.
half, like.
Oh, okay, sure.
the one half back on the hinges.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I think as Isla is running past, Avery will call after her. "You can't outrun your guilt."
Awesome. So you get out to the living room, and you see Cooper in the middle. He's got two different like beers, like style brand. And he's got both of them to his mouth, like the bottles, and it is just like straight up is just like chugging two beers at a time. He's like. And everyone, you got a nice amount of people who are like, Cooper, and he's going real hard.
They've both got like the little whirlpool going on.
Yeah.
Isla pushes through the crowd and takes the beers from Cooper's hands. To everyone's like,
oh, God.
And announces that the party is over.
What? It's so fucking lame, says just someone from the back. And yeah, people start him hawing as they make their way out. Do you do anything to like shut the party down? Like, why don't you roll me a big shutdown?
So a 4.
A 4, big fail. Okay. All right, we'll mark that. I think some people just ignore you totally. I think some people go the opposite direction where they're like, yeah, okay, and they just kind of start trashing stuff.
What the fuck?
Like they're gonna shut down our fucking fun? Okay, and just kind of start trashing shit. The rest of you, I think, start to hear the noise of people starting to trash shit.
This is Grimm's house.
This is
Technically
Xavier's mom's old house,
Right.
that was abandoned after everything because she ended, Sal died.
That's
she
right,
moved back in with Xavier, and so his house is abandoned. Grimm has just been squatting here.
Okay.
I think Avery turns into a raven and flies out the window. Like, just leaves all of this behind.
Very fair. Yeah, the window where you could assume the unshumped knife came through to pierce the wall. One of the windows is broken, so it's easy enough for you to get up and out.
I think
Avery just takes off.
Jason sees Isla like book it out the door, and sees Avery book it out the window, and it's just like,
This is the thing.
come on,
you guys.
Caden, you want to go shut this down?
Yeah. Let's you and I run together.
Cool. No, let's do something with this party first.
Oh, I thought we were leaving. Okay.
We will leave after that. Come on. And it's just gonna go down there. Jason's gonna put closing time on just in case it works.
Very good.
But
it doesn't seem to be working.
Shit.
There are some no-name shitheads from your school who, like I said, are just kind of like, you see being real poosty and are like dropping glass bottles on the floor and just like making a mess to be assholes. Because the party got shut down quicker than they wanted it to. You got some people who are moseying, but the vast majority of people just ignored any sort of like, let's shut this down, and are just kind of still hanging around.
I'm going to try something
Okay.
that may result in something worse,
Okay.
but I think it'll work. Cops!
Scatter!
We're all underage.
Yeah, no, that's fair. Will you make me also make me a shutdown?
Okay.
Yeah,
What is that, cold?
that's cold.
Cold, okay.
Your colds are you have hot.
My cold
hot.
is 0.
Oh boy. Okay, well that's not bad.
It is because I rolled a 4.
Oh. Okay, well hey, that's an advancement for you.
God damn it.
So that's fun.
I want to do well.
Hey, that just pushes us one step closer towards the end.
Yeah.
Yeah, this party is having a hard time breaking up.
Is there a fire extinguisher around here?
We'll say yeah.
Yes?
Yeah, why not? Yeah.
Jason like looks over at like the little candle lighter that he had left on the table earlier and is like, no, it's a bad idea. And it's just gonna go and just start spraying people with the fire extinguisher. And just be like, party's over.
Okay, I think that yeah. People are like, oh, what the fuck?
Me just in the corner yelling cops while Jason is spraying people.
Get the fuck out. Yeah, I think eventually, yeah, things chill out. People, the people you want to get out of there, get out of there. And yeah, it's a lot more quiet in here. What's the vibe? What are you looking to do?
At this point, should we go find Avery and Isla?
Well, yeah, Isla you see out there. Yeah, Isla, as you guys got out there, you could see Isla was like, guys, the party's over. We're done. And everyone's like, yeah, fuck you.
I thought, am I making stuff up? I thought you said when you went to find Cooper.
Yeah, he's at the party.
But Cooper's in the party.
Yeah, Cooper was just in the living room. Like,
oh, he's just, okay.
Yeah, he was just in the living room drinking some beer.
Oh, yeah,
because lest we forget, the whole party was to get him so drunk for tomorrow that they could dress him up like a clown. And
without him noticing.
Without him noticing and make a fool. So he was out there drinking real hard, probably under the direction of Bridget and co. So yeah, Eilish just has been out there like, hi, party's done.
Is
all
Cooper still here, or did he?
I don't know. Did you shoe Cooper?
You spray him?
I probably don't spray him, but I probably am like, Cooper,
I just called him
go
Shooper. Shooper. Yeah, he's read in on things, but yeah, if you try to get him to go, he could totally go. It's up to you.
We probably shoo him out.
Awesome. It's like, oh god, I was gonna go for 3 though. Damn.
I'm gonna ask Kai and them and Cooper and Bridget to at least follow Cooper home and make sure that it's okay.
Do you want us to?
No.
Try to clown him?
No, I think that was stupid.
Okay, yeah, I think the party went a little off the rails. Okay. Okay, wait, hey, you have a good night.
You
Okay.
too.
And yeah, they take off with Cooper to get him home. Did you have the Shoop crew, the stew crew leave? You are the Shoop group now, though.
I think we can leave it up to them. I think that we'll tell them that the party's ending. But I don't think Jason sprays them out the door.
Awesome. Yeah. Sophia says to you, "Do you need us to help deal with whatever the tear in the?" Or
If you know how to close it, that'd be great.
No
but
clue.
Then
No
I think
idea.
we're in the same place.
Okay, we'll go do some research, I guess.
We'll see you at class tomorrow.
Yeah. And they'll take off, and so yeah, right now it's just the three of you.
I think Jason is just gonna like sit on one of the couches with the fire extinguisher, and then like he puts his head back like on the back of the chair, leaning over the back, and then like after a few moments, his head like springs back up and asks, "Did anyone see Julian leave?"
He fell through the crack, slice with me.
Right, because I remember that you were looking for him in there, and if he hasn't left, he's either still in there or just gestures around the house. In here.
I'll gaze to see if he's in the house.
Go for it.
A 7.
A 7. Yeah, you sort of. Where are you at? Like in the space right now. Like where are you sitting?
I think I'm like in the living room, kind of like leaned up against the table that all of Mark's radio equipment is
all
on.
the stuff is awesome. Yeah, you lean back. You kind of let your head sort of drop back a little bit, and gaze. And you don't get a lot of details, but Julian is somewhere still screaming.
Damn. He is still in there. You can't close it. Not until
Okay.
I get him out.
We'll leave it there for now. I don't know that we could close it even if we wanted to right now anyway. Jason like gets up and goes over and just picks up the duffel bag that he brought with him to the party and hands it over to Isla and just says, this is mostly your stuff. I figure you would need it wherever you're posting up, or if you want to bring it back to my basement, that's cool too. It's probably the least dangerous basement in Harborvale.
In a lot of basements I've been in, I think that would be right. I need to stay here in case he comes back. But thank you.
Yeah. Let us know if you see him, if you see Grim, if the whole acts up. We'll swing by after class tomorrow, right? And like looks over at Kanan. Yeah? Sure.
Yeah.
I appreciate that. Thank you. Look, what Avery said, she's right. And I've been horrible to you both and to Avery, and it wasn't, well, it was me. It was me. What I'm trying to say is I'm sorry.
We've all had moments where we're not quite ourselves, or we're not the version of ourselves that we want to be, and it's affected how we treat others. And I think genuinely we get it. Like, yeah, it sucks, but thank you for your apology, and we're still friends, so you're good. And then Kanan like cracks like kind of a slow smirk and is like, It's water under the bridge. That's a human saying for when whatever.
Okay.
It's cool. It's all cool, is what I'm saying.
Cool.
We'll just each of us try to do a better job going forward. That's all we can do, right? I mean, like, we can't change the past. We can only try to make up for it.
And you can start making up for it tomorrow. And give Coop an apology, too, I think.
Yeah, I definitely.
Or, like, Jason's, like, eyes, like, light up for a second. And he's like, I can think of a pretty good way to apologize to Coop.
Do we still have the play pit balls?
He threw away the receipt. They gotta be somewhere.
It's the right thing to do.
Fine, I'll fill the swimming pool with play pit balls.
I'm sure he'll appreciate it. I think Jason kind of like takes the fire extinguisher and just like kind of tosses it off to the side, and it makes that like, it's like, pulls out like a wide shot, and it makes that obnoxious like echoing like clank as it like rolls along the ground. And Jason's like, hey, I think it's time to go home.
Yeah.
All right. As you three head wherever you're heading or stay wherever you're staying.
I take that back for 1 second. I think there's a moment where like Jason goes and like turns off closing time, which has just been looping this whole time.
It's a good song.
And has a moment of being like, how did the equipment get here?
Julian said that he was picking it up.
From?
Oh my god. Oh my god. From Mark. Oh my god, that's why there was blood in the fucking bathroom.
I love that you vanished into the water.
Yeah, you just disappear into the water.
It was very much the Homer Simpson. Like, oh my gosh.
Oh, dude, can you just make your background a bush so you could just...
For our listeners, Mariah's Zoom background right now is just underwater perspective of the ocean, and she just leaned back and like got fully green screened out.
That was very funny.
Oh boy.
Elsewhere, Avery, where do you head?
Yeah, so here's what I think happens to Avery.
Okay.
Here. She flies for a little bit, kind of stretching her wings, I would say. Just kind of really relishing in that. But right now, my target is Grim. Grim has to be stopped. I can't let this go on. And I'm going to get every ounce of secrets that I can. So she lands and she starts walking. And the camera is like following Avery from like the front. And then it slowly like pans to the side so that it sees her and then also her reflection in the mirror. But like as Avery is walking, we see Avery the person, but in the mirror we see like the raven.
Yeah. All right. Avery, as you head off, the power of the raven flowing heavily through your blood. Isla, as you sit there with a incredibly dark realization now clouding over all three of you, really. I think that's an incredible place to end the session.
Oh, goodness.
Thank you so much for listening to this episode of These Silent Secrets. If you liked what you heard and you want to support us, well, guess what? There's so many ways that you can do that, you guys. You have no idea. and I'm about to tell you. Wherever you're listening to us, usually there's an option to like or rate or review, subscribe. Whatever those options are, however many of those you can do for us, we greatly, greatly appreciate it. You can also just simply talk to a couple people about us. It's super duper easy. You just let them know, hey, this show's pretty rad. You should check it out. And they're like, you know what? That show's pretty rad. And you guys get closer because of your bond. And you know what? We love that we're bringing people together. If you want to support us other ways, you can check out our Patreon at patreon.com/ghostlightmedia. Where you can donate to us monthly, get some awesome rewards for yourself. Or you can check out our merch store at tpublic.com/store/ghostlight. Get yourself a mug or a t-shirt. They have hats now. Check it out. You can find us all over the internet. We've got our website at thesesilentsecrets.com. We've got our X at Silent Secret Pod. We have our TikTok and our Blue Sky at These Silent Secrets. And you can find all of us individually. Marcus at MarcusRVO, Nicole at Nicole Voice, Freddie at Freddie_Pow, Mariah at _Mariah Clawson, and myself at That Guy Zach Robb. We'll be back in 2 weeks with another episode. But until then, may your secrets stay hidden, and may you always remember, if you can't carry something, just zoom it away. You gotta zoom, baby, zoom, zoom, baby.
This has been a Ghostlight Media production.